Right. Okay, we're live now, Carol.
Thank you. Hello there, everybody. I'm sorry that everybody seems to be having really bad technical problems with Google. As you can see, I'm here and Henry has been brilliant in helping to set this all up. So I'm just going to broadcast on the hope that you can all hear, even if you can't participate. There is an address where you can send in text chat and questions, and then I'll answer those when I get back to my desk. So if you need to email me, my name is carol.higho@macmillan.com. So, we asked you to help us complete a survey on the life skills materials that we sent out already, and I must say thank you so much. We were overwhelmed with the response. It was wonderful. We've had some brilliant feedback and we've got some great statistics, which are always nice to have, and some wonderful comments, so thank you very much. One of the things we wanted to do, hopefully through a Google Hangout so people could participate, was to talk about where we'd like to set the life skills campaign for 2015. And to Nevis, Andre, and some of the other people who've desperately been trying to get online, I can see that you're constantly popping up, but you're clearly not managing to get through. If you can join us, that's lovely, and we're going to keep broadcasting. And anybody else out there who's trying to get into this Google Hangout, we'll record it, we'll put the session up afterwards, so you'll be able to comment on some of the things. So, thinking about the life skills, we asked you what kind of thing had you enjoyed? And it's lovely to know that the quotes were extremely popular. So I think we'll continue to do those hopefully for next year. We were surprised and delighted to find we got really great feedback for the 2 infographics we've done already. And so hopefully we'll be able to commission a few more of those. We won't be able to do them every week, so quite a bit of work. But I would definitely aim that we can get you an infographic connected to a life skills theme, hopefully out once a quarter. So that'll be 4 more to come next year. You also said, a lot of you, that you like the e-lessons, and that's great. But we got some really good feedback. When we started the life skills campaign, we wanted to try and do material that appealed to as many teachers as possible. So we made it very general. And always when you do something very general, there's it's sort of great for lots of people, but not fantastically brilliant. And being Macmillan, we want to have fantastically brilliant content there for you. So, part of this discussion, which hopefully you might email me afterwards, remember it's carol.higho@macmillan.com. One of the things I want to know is what sort of themes did you find helpful and what sort of themes should we think about for 2015? And you said you liked the lessons, but they were too general. And one of the things that came through quite clearly was people really like the life skill anchor, but how do we make it more relevant to the classroom? So if we are talking about critical thinking, what it seems you'd like is more activities that actually focus on a critical thinking skill, but present it in an EFL way. And so that's something I'm going to look at, getting some more material written that's much, much closer to an actual lesson that I would have taught when I was teaching. Something that's dealing with an office environment, or something that's looking at negotiating in business, or something that's more teen or more primary focused. And another piece of feedback that you gave us was you love what we're doing, but young learners and the younger teens aren't really being covered. And I would say that's absolutely fair because we haven't focused on them yet. But we're going to look at segmenting out next year what we do. So I hope for those of you who do teach the younger sector of the EFL market, we'll have more for you. Then there was another comment that whilst a lot of the activities you feel are pitched right, especially the four fun activities, you felt that sometimes the presentation, the students felt it looked too young for them, but you as teachers recognised the word level and the intricacy of the problem was probably right for them. So we may play around with some of the design to make some of the puzzles look slightly more sophisticated. We obviously want to try and make them great as 5-minute fillers, brilliant as wrap-ups, nice to give out as extra activities for groups that finish early or for students that finish early. So we want to keep all that side of it there. But we also know that sometimes if it doesn't look appealing, students aren't motivated to try it. So that's something else that we'll look to addressing. It may be the same puzzle presented in a couple of different template styles, one that appeals more to the teens, or one that you could perhaps use with your adults and your business classes. So those are some of the strongest bits of feedback we got. Obviously, part of this Google Hangout idea was to get your ideas of what you'd like to see in 2015. And as I can't read anybody's brains, unless you can get on and join us, I'm going to have to skip over that one, which is a shame. Can I just say, I do notice at the bottom of my screen, people keep appearing and then disappearing, and I do think this is obviously a Google problem. But thank you, all of you, for constantly trying. I know how frustrating it is myself, having been sat in a staff room, wanting to go home, but wanting to join into a session as well. So those of you that are valiantly trying, thank you. Other things that we suggested in the survey that we might look to doing. And this again is where anybody that, if you can email me any of your ideas, and I'm carol.higho@macmillan.com, was we were thinking about making some more PDF downloadables for you. Now, when I was teaching, I had the use of a black and white photocopier, so I could do quite a bit in school and it didn't cost me. But we are realistic enough to know that whilst there are some fantastic schools and you can go and project the materials onto a whiteboard or you can project them onto a wall, we also know that other teachers in other places find photocopying very expensive and they don't have those facilities there. So one of the ideas is that we might do posters, infographics, and a diary or logbook. And that's something that I think we may send out another email about to see what you think, if that's something you can do. Divis from Italy, I'm hoping that you're able to join us because currently your image has been on my screen for about 20 seconds, which is the best. Nope, no, you can't. Anyway, the posters, the infographics, and possibly a log about life skills. If you think that's something you would like, then we'd like to try and make it. But the last thing we want to do is bombard you with lots of great ideas that you can't use, because that's really frustrating. One of the things we will be doing that I can tell you is at the moment when you go on the life skills part of macmillanenglish.com, everything there is structured by the month in which it came out. And that was really just a place to start. When we started doing the life skills, we already had our year ahead planned with the themes. We knew there'd be 2 mail outs every single month, and so the current mail out just went out yesterday. But we weren't sure how much material we would have. Now after 6 months, we've got material and we're going to start segmenting it a different way. So you'll be able to search by specific life skills, and hopefully you'll be able to search by particular sectors as well. So if you're teaching a group of students, adult students, and you've got about an hour of English after they've finished work, then you can teach them, and we'll be able to search for adult and for the fun sections that meet that need. If you're teaching in a secondary school and you want something that will go with one of our courses, we're hoping to be able to give you a correlation that will say, if you're teaching, for example, beyond this unit, then this life skill activity is a great little extra to have. So we're going to try and make the content much more searchable for you in 2015. But of course we couldn't do that till we had an amount of content that you could search through. So I hope anybody listening in thinks that's a really nice idea. The other thing that I wanted to find out, because you can't join me, I will guess, is about videos. We've had some fantastic feedback and we've been so fortunate with the amazing people who've agreed to speak to us. We've kept the videos short on purpose, and we've made them very, very open access so that anybody around the world who wants to watch a really short interview with somebody talking about life skills gets a very concise, very short little video clip. And we're going to continue doing that with lots of people from different walks of professional business and professional world. But we're also wondering about the value of people who have life skills within normal workaday contexts, and that's something we may be looking into more. The other thing we asked you was about the frequency of the emails, and overwhelmingly people said they like getting an email every 2 weeks and that they love the content. So quite probably for 2015 we will look at keeping the emails, but we may well segment out. So if you teach adults, and we know that, then we'll just give you the adult information. If you're teaching young learners, we're hoping to have more young learners information. We'll be sending that out too. So I can't really think of much more to say. We've had 20 minutes with nobody able to actually get online. I'm going to stay here for a few moments and just see if any of the wonderful people, I've got a whole screen which you can't see, of people who've tried to join and haven't been able to. And I think, Henry, we may well find a solution to this and possibly try to rerun it again.
Yeah, that would be a great idea, Carol, because we can see there's lots of you who've tried to join today, and we also had some difficulty signing in to start with, didn't we? So it's clearly something wrong at the moment, unfortunately, with Google. But there looks to be plenty of interest in this session, so it's something I think we will look at rescheduling for a later date, which we'll of course let you know about soon.
So all we can do really, as we can't get anybody on a Hangout, which is the whole point of a Hangout, is to say, I know it's frustrating, and I'm really sorry that some of you feel like you may have wasted 20 minutes. As you can see, we were here, and if you do want to email me, carol.higho@macmillan.com, then please do. Henry will send out new details about when this Google Hangout hopefully will be rescheduled for. I can only say I don't know why Google isn't working today, but those of you that listen to me, golly, you're brave and thank you. Those of you that try to get online, we really appreciate it. The Life Skills is continuing, and hopefully you'll have a chance to share how you'd like it to develop further. But to all of you who've downloaded, written in, commented, and shared with your students, thank you so much. And I hope to talk with you again soon when we reschedule this Google Hangout. Thank you very, very much for taking the time to try and join us.
Yeah, thanks.